Yes, very good, lads, very good.
All good. How's business?
Business is flying, mate. Yeah, really good. Very busy at the minute.
Excellent. So Pearse was one of the guys that came. He was actually one of the first guys that started with us at
The
Elevate.
first,
The first.
yeah, the first, number one.
Number one. Pearse, look, do you want to give us a wee starting point of where you were at when you started with us?
Yeah, yeah. So whenever I started, so I was, I'd only just come back to PTing after about 8 months away from it. I was getting to the exact point that I was in when I went away from PTing, where I was working 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Absolutely flat out, just one-to-one sessions. Had no life. Wasn't even making that much money for the amount of hours I was doing. Like, I was literally in the gym 6 a.m. to 10 every single day of the week. Wasn't making that much money. Was starting to burn out again, and was starting wasn't falling out of love with it, because I came back to it because I realised when I was in that other job how much I loved it. But I just knew it was getting to a point where I wasn't going to be able to sustain what I was doing again, because I was just running myself into the ground. Had no life. My now wife, we weren't married then, but my now wife had just moved over from Glasgow. Wasn't even getting to spend any time with her. My life was just being spent inside the gym.
Yeah. So it had to change basically.
Oh, big time. Like, yeah, I knew if I kept going the way I was going, that I was either going to burn out again, or I was going to end up sicking of myself with a job and end up, probably packing it in again, which I didn't want to do, because I love doing what I do.
Yeah.
Had you tried some things before, Pearse, in the past to fix that, or?
Just my own stuff. I think it's hard when it's hard when you don't know what you're doing wrong. I thought I was doing class, because I was like, fuck, I have all these clients, and like, everybody wants to come train with me. I'm getting class results, and I'm going, but why am I having to spend every single hour of the day in the gym? Like, why? I'm looking at other PTs who are like, out doing things and putting up videos of them out walking the mountains and all, and I'm going, I haven't even got time to go out a fucking walk here. I'm stuck in the gym all day.
So what was the first thing when we came on board for yourself? What was the first thing that you noticed? What was the first thing that you noticed in your business that happened?
I think it was the transition over to small group PT, which I absolutely love now. That's what my business is solely based around now. We don't do any one-to-one here. So I think it was that transition. I actually can remember conversations, and can remember you first telling me when we were sitting in the wee cafe, we were in the Mexican deli, and you telling me that I needed to go down the route of small group, and I was kind of going, fuck, I don't know about that. Like, it's not, didn't really know many people doing small group, didn't know how it was going to work. I remember being a wee bit skeptical of it, but at the same time, I was like, I'm going to do it, because I'm paying you money to help me fix things, and you have been there. So it's like, I'm going to do it anyway. And then, so that transition going from one-to-one to now, where we're doing small groups, like, we're nearly every single session now is maxed out. With 8 every single session. We only work, we only have 8-9 sessions a day now. I'm not stuck in the gym all day, every day anymore. Like, even though today, like, I'm in the gym today, so I'm sitting in the office at the minute, but I'm finished now. I started at 8 o'clock and I'm finished. Whereas before, I was getting in on a Saturday trying to squeeze more clients in. And working to like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, just to try and fit more clients in, because I no space for people.
Yeah, so just to actually point out, Pearse is sitting in his own gym. So when
Yep.
Pearse was with us, he was a personal trainer, he was a freelancer in somebody else's gym.
Yep.
And within the space of 4 or 5 months, Pearse then opened up his own studio. He's a bar in Belfast, which, as he says, is flat the mat.
Yeah.
One thing about Pearse, and both Noah and myself and Pearse knows, is Pearse took action on every single thing that we said.
Yeah.
And everything that we did say, we put it on the action, and things just happened.
Yeah.
So the success that you do have now at the minute, Pearse, is fantastic. Like,
yeah, so like, I've doubled from whenever I started with you guys, at probably in the region of about maybe 40 one-to-one clients, and then 20, 30 in the boot camp. So I had 60, 70 clients. And I've doubled that. So, and that was with usings, that was, once I opened up the facility, I think pretty much within the space of about a month and a half, it doubled.
Yeah.
I went from 60, 70 clients to now where we're sitting at consistently 120 clients every single month now. That we never drop away from that number. Yeah, we lose a few people every month, which happens, not very many, because the results we get out of people.
That's
but they're always being replaced with new people coming in. So we're consistently sitting at that number at the minute, which is great.
In terms of revenue, Pearse, what was the changes from starting?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, like, so I'll talk numbers because it does matter to people. But I went from earning probably £2,000-3,000 a month to now bringing in 13,000-14,000 a month. Now, obviously, I've got expenses and stuff out of that. I've just took on my second member of staff. Obviously, the cost of running the gym and everything that we'll have in place costs money. But, you know, I'm obviously in a much better financial position than I was. And that £2,000-3,000 that I was making, I had to pay gym rent out of, had to pay my own rent. You know, I wasn't left for much at the end of the month, and which was mad considering the amount of hours I was putting in. You know, it was crazy. But yes.
The thing is now, Pearse, is you're saying you've expenses, etc., but you've built a business.
Yeah.
The business now you've just
yeah.
a trainer, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
6 months ago, you were about to burn out again. So
yeah.
6 months down the line, you've now opened up your own gym and you've employed your second trainer. So that gives you the freedom to enjoy that time with your kid and your wife as well too.
Yeah, well that's it. Like the amount of free time I have now for even just doing things like, you know, opening up a business, you can't be in it all the time. You know, you can't actually be physically in coaching all the time if you want to run it properly. And even clients who've been with me from back when I was doing the one-to-one have noticed a massive change in even the service they are getting because of the amount of free time I have. Like I've been sitting there the last 2 weeks, been sitting doing ebooks on nutrition and welcome packs and everything for people. So the service that people are now getting, because I'm not having to physically coach every single session anymore, is probably, you know, it doubled. You know, the quality of service they're getting is far better as well. Plus, obviously for me, you know, free time, like we've just bought a house there, and I know that, like, normally I'd be shitting myself going, like, where am I finding the time to move? Whereas I'm going, like, oh, I have loads of time now. Like, there's no rush. I can take it easy and get things moving. So it's good that, like, the amount of freedom I've got's insane compared to what I was doing. Like,
yeah. What about the changes in marketing style and sales from
yeah, so that was big because obviously we changed my demographic a lot. So that was another thing we spoke about that day in the Mexican deli, was changing demographic from, you know, a lot of my clients, don't get me wrong, we still train younger women as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, the change in demographic, and that was my demographic. I just didn't realize it, and you helped me realize that, because the message I was putting out there was to, you know, middle-aged women who have tried everything before and failed. But I just didn't realize that was because that's the message I was getting out, but didn't realize that was the type of clientele that I needed to be bringing in. I was trying to bring in, you know, younger people all the time. You know, people want photo shoots and all that sort of stuff, which we don't get me wrong, someone wanted it. I would, you know, one of our clients wanted to do that, would let them. But so realizing what's up?
It was about packaging it a wee bit different for you.
Yeah, it was just coming to that realization of what my demographic actually was, and focusing all our attention on helping that type of person rather than trying to take in a bit of everything, which I was doing previously. I was training, you know, anybody want a PT, I was like, yes, no sweat, come on, I'll PT you. Whereas now we have a specific type of clientele that we train. Like on the books, we've only got about 6 guys, and they all come with their partners pretty much. So, you know, I know my client very well now, but again, I didn't know that before working with you, so I didn't have a clue. I was just training everybody.
Yeah, brilliant. So what's the plans now for the future, Pearse?
So we'll just taking on another member of staff. So the goal for me now is to take another, I'll always still coach because I love it so much, but I want to take a wee bit more of a step back from it. Again, just to focus on the business and make sure that the service that we're providing to clients is, you know, I keep saying that people, I want to be the best small group training facility in Belfast, and everybody keeps going, but you probably already are. Yeah. Everybody's like, you are. And it's like, you know what, I don't want to be big headed, but that is what I want to be known as. That's the position I want to get us to. So it's working on the plans now is just to continue working on the service that we're providing, make sure that the clients that we have are getting top-notch results. And then in a year's time, I'm thinking of maybe moving to a slightly bigger facility so that we can facilitate and help more people. You know, maybe bring in, where we are now, we couldn't have any more coaches. You know, it'd be a bit too crowded. 8's our maximum in a session. Whereas if we go to a slightly bigger space, we get maybe double the amount of people that we'll have in a session, but double the amount of coaches that we'll have training them as well. So that we're not getting the service isn't being sort of watered down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, brilliant, man. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Yeah, so big plans.
And it's, man, the way you take fucking action on things, it's definitely going to come to fruition.
Yeah, well, I think having this guy come in, so he's going to be interning under me here for a month, so he's not actually going to be coaching just yet. But once he starts coaching, I think that's going to I'll be able to really focus on where I want to get the business to then, because I can step back a wee bit. I'm going to delegate 2 days where I'm focusing on just the business. I'll not coach on them days whatsoever. And then the other days I'll do whatever coaching I'm planning for myself. But 2 days for just focusing on the business. But even at that, I'm going to do things the way I do. You know, I only work a couple of hours in the morning, a couple of hours in the evening. I keep my daytime free. So even when I'm focusing on the business, that's still going to apply. Like, I'm not going to a point where, you know, I'm going to be sat behind my computer for 15 hours a day. I've come away from doing that sort of stuff.
Defeating the purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, a couple of hours a day, focusing on things, I think's more than enough. But at the minute, it's just hard to do that because I'm obviously coaching every single day still. But still loads of I've still plenty more free time than I ever had.
Yeah.
But bringing this other guy in is going to free up even more, which is good.
Brilliant.
But things are going well.
Thanks for jumping on the call, bud. Appreciate it, Ty. And,
yeah, no worries.
Let's get a cup of coffee when we're up in
Belfast. Aye, definitely. Or a beer.
Or a beer or two, hey.
Aye, a couple.
Cheers, pal.
Exactly.
Thanks, lads. All right, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, somebody.
Yeah, cheerio.